Alright, good evening, folks, and we welcome you here in Pasig City for the elimination round of the Makabansa Basketball League. This time it's going to be a very great matchup between these two clubs. Office of the President versus PLDT, one of the top two teams that we have in this bracket. My name is Juan Pajaro. I'm coming to you live here from Pasig City Meralco Fitness Center Gymnasium. I just came from a coverage of another league. I did 5 games as an announcer there for the National Development of Sports League in the Met Park, Pasay City. So we finished at 5 to our grab right from here, and here comes talaga. First field goal for the OP. Of course, for OP, Secretary Sandy Angar is here. They just ended the campaign, and of course, I am happy to note that almost all of us here in KOTC Productions, we vote. We vote on yesterday's elections, and hope we do. Siyempre, dahil Makabansa Basketball League, kapit-bisig tayo sa progreso ng ating republika. Ayan, just to let you know. We'll have our sponsor shortly as we continue. Of course, our officials, we see here Edgar Escaros, as we have this traveling error for PLDT Digitals. Remember, for PLDT Digitals, they just need one win. They'll be assured on the top 8 for the quarterfinals, the top 4 of the 7 teams after the elimination round. The elimination round will end on May 26th next week. In the meantime, from the base, here comes a 3-point shot. Battle for the rebound. Here comes the white shirts. OP on the break. Secretary Sunny. Woo. Too wide on his 3-point attempt. Put back by the Vega. Okay. It's 8:20 to go in quarter number 1. Bounce pass to Ira Boyko. Boyko off the glass. .805 remaining in quarter number 1. The score is 4-2. Here's Secretary Sunny. Kazim Mirza, left wing. It's a mismatch. Fall away. That's wide. Secretary Sunny. Shot clock at 2. They need to put it up. It didn't hit iron. It is a shot clock violation for Bagong Pilipinas OP. Palit tayo nito dito ko isa. Naka-stretch ko lang. Kasi charger lang naman yan. .733 left in quarter number 1. Boyko. Boyko is a center that can shoot from mid-range, but when he try outside, for sure, it will be off rhythm. Speaking of rhythms, well, for aspiring broadcasters, we're going to have the Masterclass PH Basic Broadcasting Workshop that will happen on May 16 to 18 at the SGS Foundation. You can contact the Masterclass PH on Facebook page, or you can chat Noel Zarate. Baseline for the red shirts. Cut it and foul. Great move. So 3-point play on the offering. And shortly I will bring to you the sponsors of the Makabansa Basketball League Season 3. I'll give you that very, very shortly. 3-point play will be okay. It's already done. Namalik mata ako to. Joke lang. Oh, look at that. Banging bodies there. Mirza unsuccessful in this drive to the basket. And we have second effort for Mirza. Second effort is second nature for this guy because he's been banging and banging from his basketball career, now in business, now in government, and now he is trying to rejuvenate his illustrious career in sport. And he completes a 3-point play opportunity. The score is 7-4. Boyko, power play against Mesa. A lot of spins on that one. Shot clock at 5. Inside play. That is a good pass. Whenever you locate an open shot from your teammate, either way, you will be beneficial. Shot clock at 12, the Hawk. And the rebound controlled by the Red Shirts. Here's Chen. Baseline. That is a good move. 7-8 close encounter of this top tier teams here in NBL Season 3. I can see the commissioner is in attendance. Nakikita ko siya sa sidelines. Maybe I'll double check that later. In the meantime, quickly Cartel in the corner. There's going to be a duty foul for the Red Shirts. Duty foul. Ayun. Ay, nahanap yung kode ko eh. Alright, pinapanood niyo po ang ating Makabansa Basketball League Season 3. Hatid sa inyo ng Metro Pacific Investments Corporation, San Miguel Global Power. Gayun din ang First Philec, MGen, Pacific Power, Aboitiz Power, Lanco Pacific, Quezon Power Philippines, and Smart Communications. Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat, mga taga-Malinas. Alam kong maulan ang gabi dito sa Maynila. And Mirza will inbound for the White Shirts. And I see some of the coaching staff headed by Coach Bong Rivera is complaining about the persons that was checked in as Mirza drills in the triple. Halfway point of the first quarter, there is a foul. You know, Coach Bong Rivera, of course, his sons, Kiefer, Danica, and also Terry, have been following his path of an illustrious sports career. Danica in volleyball, Kiefer and Terry in basketball. Now, Coach Bong Rivera is also contemplating to the officials that there should have been 2 executives playing either on the field but also on the bench. However, there's a 3-point shot attempted and there's a foul. So he's going to plead this case, and shortly they will address that properly to the officials. Of course, our technical head for tonight in the officials is International referee Harry Santos. Also, for the coaching staff is First Assistant Jeff Morillo. But you know, we need to make sure that in MBL we have fair and square with regards to the rules, you know. I can see now MPTC head coach Alon Estrella, they will be on the second game. It's going to be a good game between them. They will battle against Asin Chargers. Mamaya. Chen completes these free throws. Penalty situation for PLDT and 3 team fouls for OP Bagong Pilipinas. Of course, congratulations to those OP slates in the Senate. Later on, I'll discuss that later. Cartel with a drop. Here's Ray Malaga. Malaga against Boyko. The scoop shot. Just like that, I just came for a 5-game venue announcer duty in Pasay, in a collegiate league. Buhay na buhay, may lakas pa. In the meantime, Boyko with a spin. Boyko was rejected. Second effort. Oh, what a move. You know, these two guys, Mirza and De Vega are the two towering behemoths and their inside play. Here comes Mirza, fires a three-point shot for the White Wing. Oh! 15-13 is the count. 2-point lead so far. Good battle that we're seeing here. That's why we have a good size squad here in the Malacco Gym. Here's the inside play. Kick out. Drop to shoot. Of course, binabati ko si Bill Velasco. Bill Velasco will watch the second year. Oh, look at that. Chen scores the basket. Tied at 15. Great encounter. Mirza from the baseline. Mirza double team. Power play. Mirza. What about Smith and Vega? Three team fouls for OP. Over the limit is PLDT. Estomata is about to check in on the next dead ball situation. From the right wing, 3-point shot. Not there. Battle for the rebound. Ray Malaga. Here's Ray. Against 4 defenders. Ray wants to sneak in past Chen. Pump fakes. Bigger defender on him. Mirza, top of the key. Fires and misses. Battle for the rebound is OP. Alright, here comes the red shirts. Uncorks downtown 3. Not good. Rebound controlled by the white shirts. Rather, it's PLDT. Carter with a drive. And Chen elicits a foul. San Luis, Ramos, Estomata, Año Nuevo, and Gutierrez will check in for both squads. Now, Coach Bong Rabena and the coaching staff of PLDT are meticulously checking because, you know, there is a rule, no? Whether you play both or whether in the bench, you should have 2 executives suiting up. Otherwise, the other team will be having 10 points plus, no? That's why yun ang kanina pang nireklamo ni Coach Bong Rabena dun sa side ng OP. Kung magkakailangan, ano tayo dito, fair and square. Again, folks, good evening. Enteng Dalate will check in. My name is Ryan Pajaro. And continuing coverage of your Makabansa Basketball League Tuesday Ready Night. Ito na po ang PLDT Digitals. Still undefeated. 2 undefeated teams. 1 team will get the W. Dalate! Oh! Rejected. Good defensive stance. Ramos, pump fakes. Ramos, trip. Oh, what a dive! Oh, what a dive! Estomata. Well, oh! Mirza says denied! Denied! Boy, we're seeing playoff basketball early here between the two teams. Alright, hihinga mo ng malalim ang inyong lingkod Ryan Parral dahil playoff basketball pero wala pa tayo sa playoffs. Time out muna! Alright, hinahanap ako ni Boss Nico. Nandito na po ako. I just arrived in time here at the Meralco Gym. Continuing coverage of your Makabansa Basketball League. Alright, under 2 minutes remaining. Estomata fires from 3-point region. That's short. Para for a rebound. It is PLDT Digitals. Here comes Chen. Chen playing a good defensive game so far. From the corner, Estomata uncorks. Got it from 3. Very important here is the rhythm. Once the team gets the rhythm, it will be hard to stop. Like this, Dalaten. First attempt from 3. First made. 3-point shot, hatid sa inyo ng first gen. Or hatid sa inyo ng M-gen rather. Later on, we'll give you some running stats for you as we see this pass almost intercepted from the white shirts. And it is completed. 3-on-2 situation. The handoff, the hang time. And Teng Dalating clears the board against the double teaming defense. And that is a good defensive stance again by Chen, forcing a traveling against OP. It's a turnover by Aranzazo. You know, JJ Aranzazo is the son of the former Pats head coach Lenzy Aranzazo. Hello po, Coach Lenzy. Matagal na tayo hindi nakikita. Hopefully we could see you soon. Marami akong nakasama mga teams sa isang ligang kinover ko kanina. Katulad din na Coach Gino Malawan. Sana tinignan niya yung katawan ko. Talagang pinagdarasal niya na lalo ka akong gumaling, lalo akong maging healthy. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, St. Clair community. Eto na. Drop post play. That's a good defensive stance there by Mirza. 35 seconds. The Latin was fouled from the backcourt. Alright, mga kaibigan, si Enteng Dalaten, ang ating featured player ngayon sa free throw line. He is one of the top 10 players so far in this tournament. Because although he's only averaging 15 minutes and 13.5 points, but his presence really igniting OP to an unblemished state. Remember, 2 teams are undefeated. 1 team will be number 1 in their bracket. Itong OP and PLDT respectively. Final 29 seconds in quarter number 1 of this MBL Tuesday basketball. It's a foul there from the rear by Ramos. Some changes now for PLDT lineup. We have Ake will check in for Ramos. That's the 14th foul for OP. Both teams now in penalty. Shot clock 1:09. Here's Televino. Frontal assault. Bump. It is going to be 2 free throw foul. It will be San Luis. His first personal. 2 free throws will be awarded by Televino. And of course, kung nagtataka kayo bakit wala tayong venue announcer, well, supposed to be Diego de la Paz pero na-stranded sa ulan. Grabe traffic. At grabe din ang lakas ng ulan on some of the parts of the metro. Kaya po, mga makabansa, mga kababayan po, ingat lagi po sa biyahe, ha? Always keep hydrated and always have your umbrellas ready. Or even sleepers pagka may konting flash floods. Folks, we have a ceasefire. Magbabalik pa po ang MBL. We're down to final 18 seconds before we end this first quarter. A very eventful first period of these 2 teams. Only a 5-point lead for OP. Binigay na kay Enteng Dalaten. They spread out on the court. Zip pass. Mirza, double team. Ooh. It's going to be 2 free throws for Mirza. Both teams in penalty. Estomasa was the culprit. First free throw for Mirza. It's in. The lead is 6. The second is short. Final 4 seconds before we call it a quarter. Almost a steal. 1 second to go. That is no good, and that is the size of quarter number 1. It is a 6-point lead for Office of the President. 25-19. More Makapansa Basketball League right after this. Okay, we're coming to you live here at the Meralco Gymnasium, the continuing coverage of your Makabansa Basketball League, and we're currently live stream on KOTC Leagues. And of course, mayong gabi po kanyang tanan mga kasangkayan sa ating mga Cebuanos. Of course, binabati ko rin ang aking girlfriend na Sunshine Gibu. Love you so much. Hopefully we can see you in 2 months. The hand time move didn't pay off. That's going to be a foul for OP. In just a few moments, we'll give you some of the stats for you. As we see the Lavino trip to the line for 2 shots. Of course, binabati ko rin ang ating isa sa mga broadcasters, Bill Velasco. Of course, Bill Velasco will arrive here to support his compadre, Coach Alan Gugo, who will play on the second game, MPTC versus Asen, their final assignment before the playoffs. Alright, let's take a look at some of the field goal shooting for both teams. And so far, after the first quarter, Office of the President shooting a whopping 47% as you see this basket for OP. And PLDT shooting 41%, 7 of 70. A big disparity here after the first period is the rebounds. 12 for OP and only 7 for PLDT. We have a whistle. It's going to be a foul against OP. Alright, 2 free throws. It's good for Gutierrez. Of course, it's my cue to promote the sponsors, the supporters of the Makabansa Basketball League, presented to you by the Metro Pacific Investments Corporation, San Miguel Global Power, First Fielec, MGen, Pacific Power, Aboitiz Power, Lanco Pacific, Quezon Power Philippines, and Smart. So a split on the free throw, and it's gonna be Office of the President basketball. By the way, let me remind you, or let me get this information. Our officials, of course, I already mentioned early this quarter, Sig Mirza with an inside volley. Our officials is Edgar Escaros. We also have Arlegui. And also, we have the other Hen Santos. And of course, our technical head is Hani Santos. Those are the officials for both games. 29-24, 5-point lead, and there's a foul inside the paint against Estomata, a hand check one. So very important for PLDT na wag sila magpakalayo dito sa OP. OP is a good fast-breaking team and also one of the good free throw shooting teams. So kailangan dito maiayos yan ng PLDT Digitals not to suffer the defeat against this. Oh! Look at that. A lot of bone-crunching physical bodies there between Reyes and Mirza, and that's a good defensive stance by Mirza. And Mirza a little bit frustrated. There's no call, and Mirza shoots an air ball on that. Pero talaga naman pagka-PCkalan, hindi talaga sila magbibitaw sa isa't isa. In the meantime, we have Gutierrez, free throw area, Bukit. 29-26. It is a 3-point lead for OP. PLDT inching closer. Look at the Latin. Banging bodies there. Oh! Hold it. Teka muna. May foul muna. Well, ayaw natin magkaroon ng giraan. Kailangan kahit na medyo intense ang ating laban ngayon, dahil ito ay pwestuhan sa number 1 seed, we need to make sure that you kept your cool. Ranzazo inbounding on the front of us. And we have this, the ending na natin, left wing. Pick provided by Mersa. Shot clock at 7. Can't move right. Almost stole it. Sneaking move. Oh, he lost it. But to the shot clock, can they put it on attempt? No, they don't. It is a shot clock violation. Good defense by the Digitals. Siyempre, dun sa isang liga na kinover ko, na binabati ko rin ang one of the young commentators there, si Cholo Pangilinan. They work alongside the veteran Vil Velasco. Ang kagaling talaga. Pinanood ko yung live stream habang nagbe-venue announcer ko. Napakaganda. Talagang I'll try to impart some of them right here. 29-26 is a 3-point lead for OP. 7 minutes and 25 in the balance second quarter. Chen, a great defensive player, but can also be an offensive threat with a 3. So now we can see Chen can be a two-way player, especially in the games like this. Mesa double team. Pump fake by Espinosa. He drives, barrels his way, the spin, and a rejection from behind. And here comes Delavino, will challenge Cartel. The handoff to Chen. Chen almost losing it. Triangle offense, says Coach Bong Rivera. Bong Rivera is currently the I think team consultant yata siya sa TNT with head coach Chot Reyes. And a traveling by Chen. Good defensive stance there by Espinosa, using his body. And TNT Coach Bong Rivera started as a player, now as a team consultant. And he's working for the TNT franchise since 2001. That's 24 years with the MVP group. Wow, that's what you call loyalty. Kaya saludo ko kay Coach Bong Rabena. Saludo ko. The runner, not this time around by Cartel. And we're gonna have a bruising physical body. Look at this. From the rebound, talagang kiskisan, tulakan. The referee is letting the players play. The turnaround, the low post play, and a hack by Mirza. So both teams are not yet in penalty. PLDT Digitals, they have 2 team fouls and already 3 for OP. So Reyes will shoot 2. Remember, this is just the first game. Our second game will be Ascent versus MPTC. Reyes makes the first. Reyes is averaging close to 10 points, or exactly 10 points and 6 rebounds per game. Already has 6. Santos and Vega will check in for both squad. Ito na yung isa sa mga tawag dito, yung Twin Towers ng OP. It's Mirza and Vega. Let's see if they can stand tall against this very crafty PLDT club. Remember, they are the defending champions from last season, and that's why the championship experience of PLDT. Let's see if it will pay off in the latter part of the quarter, but they cannot stop Cartel's driving and forcing his way through with another foul from PLDT. Okay, 2 free throws right now for OP. First free throw is in. One more free throw for OP. And Cartel takes care of business. So far, Cartel has a total of 2 points. Already averaging 7.5 points per game. This is already our third dialogue actually. 31 all is Chen. In and out on his triple. Had a good line. And here comes Cartel sprinting down court. The handoff to Mirza. Mirza losing the handle. Good defensive stance. Now he will use his banging bodies. Double team. De Vega momentarily open. You know, if there is a player that can attract a double team, that's Mirza, because it will let De Vega cutting loose and make his point production easy breezy. Santos fails to deliver from 3-point range. De Vega brings it down court. And here comes the OP running attack. Mirza from the base. Mirza drives. Mirza pump fakes. That's a smart move. And Boyko will be checking on the next 10 ball situation as they are trailing by 4. 31-35 OP. Exactly 5 minutes, halfway point of the second quarter. The baseline, the spin, the turn, the foul, and Reyes will take 2. Alright, Kiyamas will check in. And Duran will check in also. It's really, it's really a brute physical battle, as just said by Mirza. You need to weather the storm because PLDT can come back at you at any given time. One of these guys is Reyes, that can soar and can also shine. He already has a total of 7. 8 for Reyes, and he's now the top scorer for PLDT in the first half. Four and 53 in the first half. It is a 2-point lead for the Digitals. Here comes the OP. De Vega gives it up. There is Cartel. On the right wing is De Vega. De Vega now. Secretary Saningara of DepEd is reassigned once more in the lineup. And another foul. Give it up for PLDT. Remember, Secretary Sunny has a career or a season high on MBL of 29 points. And we're going to have a warning. Alright, it is a warning on PLDT for improper bench takeover. So they need to be careful. They need to have the emotions in check on this very anticipated battle. Here comes Mirza on the right wing. Shot clock at 10. He will drive to his left. Mirza, ooh, almost made it. De Vega, this time using his bulk to dislodge 2 big guys of PLDT. And it's going to be a foul. It's a foul on Hurdy. Ray Malaga will check in for Espinosa. And we have De Vega will shoot 2 free throws. Kenneth De Vega averaging 9.3 points and 8.3 rebounds. Playing 14 minutes of action per game. De Vega sinks the second. And the lead of Office of the President is 3. 36-33. Entering the latte will check into the next 10 ball. Here comes Jude Torquato. One of the smart guys, smart executives, Jude Torquato. So he played a little over 5 minutes to give Gutierrez a breather. It's going to be an intense battle. Make no mistake about it. And I think the Latin brings it downtown for the white shirts of Popi. Again, Santos drives. Here comes De Vega. Corner shot off the glass. Didn't hit. Boyko rebounds. Here comes the Digitals of PLDT. Gutierrez puts it up. It's out. Rebound. De Vega. Kind of fast break. Oh, Secretary Sunny Angara. When he was clipped. So, opportunity for Secretary Sunny to pile some points tonight on this heated battle. A former senator now on Department of Education, replacing current Vice President Sara Duterte. As I've said earlier, some of his Alyansa na Bagong Pilipinas also won a seat in the Senate, like former ex-CIS Congressman Erwin Topo now will be a senator-elect. They will be playing probably this week or next week. And later on, as we see, they will give you some updates. In the meantime, it is a 38-33 count. On the outside, baseline drive, the running shot. It's out, put back. It's in. And it's a basket by Gutierrez. Remember, PLDT started it all since 1928, and they will celebrate the centennial of the Philippines' first long-distance telephone in Asia. That's 1928. That will be celebrating 100 years for PLDT. Malaga from the base. Malaga puts it up. Nothing there. But for the rebound. Look at this encounter between De Vega and Herdy. It's really a physical play. That is what the fans came to see. They want a bruising physical playoff action. And we're seeing that just right now, folks. Now, OP is in disadvantage of the foul situation in which PLDT can exploit. Trailing by 3, 38-35. A missed shot there by Herdy. Averaging 8 points and 4.7 rebounds. Looking for his first point. He does. 2 minutes and 55 to go in the first half. Again, my name is Juan Paro for the KOTC production of your Tuesday night doubleheader. Oh, Secretary Sonny Angara with a triple. How about that? How about that? That is a confidence booster for OP. 41-36, 5-point lead. Almost an interception of this play. Gutierrez picks it up from loose change. A drop pass to Boyko. The handoff and a rejection by Mirza. So OP knows when to block shots, especially if they came a step late on their defensive rotation. This time, Palaciao checking for the very first time. De Vega will take a breather. He will be back in the second half. There's Santos. Pick provided by Boyko. Santos swings it over. Herdy, the spin, the turn. Top defense by the Latin, and a shot clock violation by PLDT. Folks, this is a prelude to play ball basketball for OP, and they will call a timeout. Okay, back to this prelude playoff action of the top two teams in this bracket, PLDT and OP. One of the three teams that are still unblemished so far in this tournament. One of them will get the W. One of them will be the number one seed going to the quarterfinals. Here comes Ray Malaga against Aina Boyka. Marking matchup. Both experienced. The one is bulky, the other one is quick one. Kazim, kaboom! That is a triple by Mirza. I always use that to Jude Coltano, but that time, the reason why it's kaboom, it's straight away. 44-36, under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Ira was hacked by Malaga. Ira Boyko averaging 8.7 points and 4 rebounds. Don't forget, we just want to remind you that this annual fair of the private sector and government participation of your Makabansa Basketball League is presented to you by Metro Pacific Investment Corporation, San Miguel Global Power, First Phoenix, MGen, Pacific Power, Boytis Power, Banco Pacific, Quezon Power Philippines, and Smart. Boyko delivers. And Ira now has a total of 5 points. A minute and 41 to play in the first half. It is 44-37. Here comes Mirza from far. Will challenge a big guy there. That is Gutierrez. Shaka at 5. Mirza, it is a foul. Both teams penalties. It will be free throws for Mirza. It will be a second personal foul on Gutierrez. So Mirza will take 2 free throws. Alright, Mirza averaging 18.5 points, 9.5 rebounds, and 6.5 assists. He is an all-around heady player. Tonight, he top scored OP with a total of 19 points. 20 of the 45, so almost half of the production of OP is from Mirza. Here's a 3-point shot, Estomata. Oh, look at that! Put back. And there are some pushing and shoving between San Luis and Boyko. The referees need to check it out, but this time OP wants to go fast track, entering the Latin, picks up the garbage, moves out of trouble from the swiping PLDT quick guys. The Latin goes right, got and puts it up. It's out, in and out. It's 6-point edge for OP, the Latin on a safety trail. Ramos will check in for the Wine Shirts and replacing Deputy Secretary Sunny Angara. Inbound by the Digitals. Santos received the pass on the wide wing. Here comes Estomata. That shot is out. A perimeter. .40 remaining in this first half. In the meantime, here comes Mirza. Mirza is trapped, and that is a good defensive stand between the two guys. Trampling error. Gutierrez and Boyko ganging up on that defensive stop. 34.6 seconds, and PLDT needs this timeout. Since this is a highly anticipated match, of course, thank you so much for the 7 viewers who watch in live from Facebook. It is facebook.com/KOTCD. We're trying to fix the Makapansa Basketball League Facebook page. That's a nice spin move by Ira Boyko against the Latin. Last shot time for OP before halftime break. 45-41, they're leading by 4. The game clock is at 15. The back dribble by the Latin. The Latin still has it. Drives through. Power play to perfection. He executed so promptly. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. They need to put it up. And exactly the way it is, but the ball came out. And PLDT, after one half of play, is trailing by 6, 41-47. We'll be right back in 5 minutes to start the second half.
The largest single-site solar project and battery energy storage system in the world rises in the Philippines.
Proud Bulakeña ako. Mas proud ngayon kasi makikilala kami sa buong mundo dahil sa Terra Solar. Bukod dyan ay dadami ang trabaho at lalago ang negosyo dito sa amin.
The technology we are deploying here is cutting edge, ensuring a more reliable energy system for the Philippines.
TerraSolar is more than just a power project. It is our commitment to a greener and sustainable future. We aim to provide a substantial percentage of the Philippines' energy needs, which will offset carbon dioxide emissions by 4.3 million tons annually.
We are building on the hopes and dreams of the communities we serve. TerraSolar is a beacon of progress, showing the world that the Philippines is taking bold steps in the clean energy revolution.
In a world where change is constant and can drastically impact the lives of people around you, knowledge and innovation are the most valuable assets. Being in the service of the Filipino people, we at First PHilHeC are bound to our commitment to provide world-class transformer solutions to our customers. For over 45 years, we have been the premier solutions provider to the country's power utilities, commercial and industrial businesses. And we have grown to be the largest manufacturer of amorphous transformers in Southeast Asia. As we commit to perfection, we constantly engage our customers and anticipate their developing needs. We keep in touch with customers to address their current and emerging pain points, until everything we do enhances the life it touches. As a result, we have innovated our transformers to consistently meet industry standards at the lowest total owning cost. Armed with a fixed menu and a wide range of solutions offering, we are able to customize our approach to varied clients in the utility, property, commercial and industrial sectors. Our commitment for service excellence comes from the desire to make a positive difference in the lives of everyone around us. Our wide presence in the country attests to the quality of service we provide. Meeting customer needs is the heart of our business. We offer a wide array of services, from the supply of pole-type and pad-mounted transformer solutions to packaging substations and switchgears. Our compact substations can be mobile capable, plug-and-play and expandable. It aids customers in minimizing operational downtime. We provide service options that go beyond the mere one-time supply, and we integrate offers with worry-free services. Experienced engineers spearheading the preventive and corrective maintenance and calibrating the controls and relays of your transformers and distribution systems as needed. With exemplary service, customers get their money's worth for the efficient solutions we provide. That makes a modern lifestyle possible. Inasmuch as we focus on our commitment to serve customers, the source of our strength also lies in people. Our discipline is centered on providing the best service to the Filipino people for nation development. Because commitment requires focus, dedication, and passion, our company is made up of people desiring for excellence. We value hard work and conduct all aspects of our business with honesty, integrity, and business excellence. We do not just manufacture products. We aim for solutions that improve lives. Our commitment to innovation is proof of our ideals. First PHilHeC has been the Philippines' preferred transformer brand for more than 45 years. We provide professional help through our technical support, after sales, and transformer installation services. Because of increased capacity, we have gained capability to build up on key inventory requirements, providing customers with the best delivery lead time. This makes us the all-in-one transformer solutions provider in the country. All these achievements solidify our commitment to be in the service of the Filipino people through nation development.
As we start the third quarter, if you can see, Hani Santos is talking to the referees to make sure that the officiating is much calmer. That is why, while we are on halftime, Coach Bong Rabena approached our technical head, Hani Santos, to ensure that the officiating on both sides will be fair and square. And while we start this third quarter action on the continuing coverage of Makabansang Basketball Season 3, let me give you now the halftime stats. Let's start with the field goal shooting for OP. 45%, 50 of 33, as we see a basket there for PLDT. And PLDT shooting 41%, 13 of 31. Rebound story, very close. 19 rebounds for OP and 18 for PLDT. Points in the paint, OP had 18 and 14 for PLDT. And the big disparity here for the bench points, PLDT with 19 and only 7 for OP. Now let's take a look at the halftime leading scorers. For the Office of the President, Mirza with 20, De Vega with 9, The Latin with 7. And for PLDT, we have Reyes with 8, Chen with 8, and Boyko with 7. We expect in the second half that this battle will be hard-pressed and tight close. It will boil down to the execution. It will boil down who wants to be undefeated, and that is an uncanny three-point bomb by Enteng the Latin. Nothing but net. So far, Enteng now has a total of 7. 50-43. My name is Ryan Potter, coming to you live from Morango Gym in Pasig, continuing coverage of your MBL on KOTC Sports. We are live on Facebook at KOTC Leagues. Chen misfires from 3-point region. After this, we're going to have the MPTC Express against the Ascent Chargers second game. Mirza, low post play. Mirza with a finger. Well, he draws a foul. And that foul will be against Reyes. Here's Martin Reyes. And this is my opportune time to thank again the sponsors of Makabansang Basketball League, presented to you by the Metro Pacific Investments Corporation. San Miguel Global Power, our gold partners, First Pre-Elect, MNGen. Our silver partner is Pacific Power. Bronze partners are Aboitiz Power, Lanco Pacific, Quezon Power Philippines, and Smart. By the way, our official ball is Wilson. Mirza secures that free throw. He has a total of 21. 52-43. Still a 9-point lead. Another interception, and this time Aranzazo fails. He overshoot that mark via layup. Chen drops it out. Pump fake, the release, and a good rejection by Aranzazo from behind. Chen at low post. Chen with a fall away. It's out. Boyko offensive rebound against the defenders. Spins, fall away by Boyko. It's rim out. PLDT has their chances, but they kept on missing them. Mirza on the right wing. Mirza with a quick three. That's no good. Rebound controlled. And here comes the Digitals. He will challenge Mirza. And Delavino completes the fast break. Delavino now has a total of 5 points. 52-45. 7:37 left. Quarter number 3. Battle of undefeated teams. One team will move to the number 1 seed. And Enteng the Latin. Long on his 3-point shot. And Delavino once again. This time he will challenge Enteng. Stopped it in his tracks. And the Latin tenacious transition defense. How did he stop Delavino then in his tracks at that? Here comes the Reyes. Reyes was fouled. By the way, Jacob to the pass. Our venue announcer has just arrived. Both of us, of course, came to traffic and rain earlier. at the in NCI. And you will hear the voice of the one and only Mr. Bing Bang Boom. And the Vega is good on his first free throw. Alright, the Vega will shoot one more free throw. And the Vega sinks the first. (52-47). It is a 5-point lead. Let's see if OP can weather the storm of PLDT come back in quarter number 3. Here's Mesa, the Real Malaga on the left wing against Buico. Malaga, the low post play, Dalaten, power play against the defenders. The fallaway was rejected by Chen once again. A good defensive stopper. Delovino on quick play for the Redshirts. Buico feels on his layup, partially deflected by Mesa. Mesa to Cartel. Carter on the right wing. Dalaten, pump fakes. Dalaten puts it up from 3-point distance. It's no good. Oh, that is a hit in the head there by Alan Sasso on that loose ball foul. And Sasso with the first personal. Cartel will replace Alan Sasso. 52-47, 5-point lead for OP. PLDT just within striking distance. Here comes Chen. Chen, top of the key area. Delovino wide open from 3-pointer. It's out. And here comes Enteng Dalaten. Let's see if we can weave his magic on this pass break play. Oh Lord, that pass! Enteng Dalaten using his Okeka Ferico magic of that Cartel finish. The lead is back to 7 for OP. 54-47. Exactly 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. There's a switch on that defensive alignment. Here comes the inside play rejected by Malaga, but on the second try, Delovino hands full to try for that follow-up. Alright, Malaga will be collecting his third personal. On will be replaced by Cartel. And Meza also replaced by Palaciao. This guy, Delovino, is one of the quickest guys here for PLDT individuals. He's averaging close to 12 points per game and 3 rebounds and 4 assists. And Delovino cans those free throws. And these free throws are brought to you by Lanco Pacific. 54-49. 5:43 to play. We're coming to you live from the Meralco Fitness Center. Bruce battle of attrition. Battle of undefeated teams. Oh, Meza complaining that he was hit in the head. But there's referees let it play. So I thought nasa bench siya. Kasama pala siya sa lineup. Ayun, may foul muna. May foul siya. Walang foul pa lang yan ni Ong. Bola babalik sa PLDT Digitos. Coach Bong Rabena, very observant look to his team, trailing by 5. But they are in the thick of things. Here's Reyes from Tamariki. Reyes will drive, banging. Here's Delovino, wide open 3-pointer. It's no good. Rebound controlled by the white shirts. Ong brings it up against Delovino. Delovino stop him. And it will be a foul. Delovino will be replaced by Estomata because Delovino has collected 3 personal fouls. So he will be husbanding his resources as far as Coach Bong Rabena is concerned. Into the fourth quarter. Ray Malaga. Thought about the 3, not to Mesa. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Already a 20-plus point performance once again for Mesa. Low post play using his body. The bounce pass, almost a turnover. The hook shot by Malaga. Shoot. Good defensive posture there by Aina Boyko. And here comes Chen. Chen against 3 defenders. Goes all the way. And Chen has been the vital cog of PLDT team. Already has 8. 54-51, 3-point lead right now for OP. Mirza with a bank shot. 23 points. Reyes will be called for the warning. That's Martin Reyes will be called for the warning for flopping. 56-51. Approaching the 4-minute mark on quarter number 3. Here comes Kiamas. Can't deliver a 3-pointer. Enteng colors the board. Enteng on the fast break once again. Ong delivers. Once he is in the zone of fast break, Enteng is hard to stop. Inside pass to Boyko. Power play against 2 defenders. Boyko travels. Bagong Pilipinas number 6. This is how the PLDT 3 minutes and 39 of the third quarter. Now the PLDT is shuffling their men because this is a very fast-paced game. 7-point lead for OP. Mirza at low post. Banging bodies there, double team. Espinosa with a pump fake. Espinosa delivers despite Reyes ramming on his throat. And Espinosa won't be denied on that N1 situation. Reyes with his second personal. Espinosa with a bonus veto. That's Diosdado Espinosa Jr. You know, one of us, Diego, loves that. Loves to have that mimic on the mic, no? Yeah. Junior! Pareho kami. Yes, but we also have distinct voice, you know. Low post play. Here comes Reyes bumawi. It is a foul on Enteng natin. That's only the first personal. Martin Reyes so far has collected 12. Make that 13. Martin Reyes backstopping now for PLDT Digitals. It is a 7-point disadvantage for them. 54-61. 3 minutes remaining in the third. There's a double team comes. Here comes Espinosa. The low post play did not succeed. And this time the Digitals on the fast break turns 3-on-2 situation. That is a N1 play. Hines Santos prevail. Kevin Ong collected his second personal foul. Enteng Dalatin will get a rest. And San Luis needed more seating for OP as Santos can't deliver a 3-point play. 2:44 to go. It is a 5-point lead for Office of the President. Here comes Ong against his defender. That is Tomata. Mirza. Unstoppable force for OP. 20 plus points tonight. Baseline drive. Mirza. He draws a foul.
Two foul shots. Kasim Mirza.
So penalty situation for both teams. And Mirza will take 2. Mirza already has a total of 26 points and 4 assists, averaging 18.5 points and 9 rebounds. So still has 7 rebounds short. He only has 2 rebounds tonight. 63-56, 7-point lead for OP. It is a traveling error by Kiamas. for PLDT, they can't afford to have those lapses. It will be backfired for the PLDT team if they want to come back. Remember, OP is a very strong team, a Class A team, just like the AFP Cavaliers and the Warriors. 2 minutes to remaining in the third quarter. Here comes Mirza. Mirza, shot clock at 5. Lopez Espinosa, one on the shot clock. In time. Once Espinosa is inside, it's hard to stop. And that's why PLDT needs to talk things over. As we continue our coverage of yung Makabansa Basketball League, let's check the running scores for both teams. For Office of the President, we have Mirza with 26, Dalatin with 10, and the Vega with 9. For PLDT, Reyes Martin with 5, Chen with 10, and De La Vida with 7. And they fail another 3-pointer, but look at the tenacity of the boards. PLDT refuses to quit. That is their mantra. 65-58. Lead is 7 for Office of the President. Mirza on the left wing. Challenged by 2 big guys. Mirza can't pull the trigger. Ball stripped. Almost stolen. Shot clock at 1. They need to put it up, and they fail to do so with a shot clock violation. Good defense again. Alright, Secretary Sunny Angara reintroduced himself into harness. And we have Durand will be replaced by Martin Reyes. Had a good account of themselves tonight with 15 markers. But they need more than that, especially they are trailing by 7. We are approaching a minute in this third period. Here's Gutierrez, low post play for Durand. 3-point shot, they needed that outside snap, and that is out for Santos. And the ball goes back to the White Shirts. Right, game clock is now 53 seconds. Mirza on the right wing. 47 ticks to go. Mirza so far has 26, leading all scorers. Low post play Espinosa. That is a mismatch. There's a triple team. Secretary Sunny Angara almost made it that 3-point shot. Very squared on that attempt. 30 seconds in the third quarter. Here it comes. Estomata, corner 3. It's out. Rebound. 4-4. Still in vain for PLDT. They have their chances, but they kept on blowing it. Final 15 seconds before we end this quarter. Meza gives it up to San Luis. Ian San Luis, 10 seconds. The cut, the reverse. Beautiful play. How did he find Cartel on the other side of the floor? It is a foul by San Luis, as Ake will trip to the line for 2 shots. Alright, Kenneth De Vega, Eagle replaces Espinosa. Or rather, sorry, it's San Luis instead of Espinosa. So, Ake will shoot 2. Ake scores the first of 2. 67-59. Ake will have 1 more free throw. Or don't forget, this coming Sunday, we'll have the Phil Oil Echo at ECJP Season Cup presented by Playtime Cares. That will start on Sunday at 9 a.m. at the Phil Oil Echo in Center San Juan. 2 seconds to go. Here's the pitch. Here is the interception. Estomata lets it fly. It's good! It's good! How about that? He beat the buzzer. So 3/4 down. PLDT is just down by 4, 63-67. Brace for an epic ball game in the fourth. Okay, before we bring you this fourth quarter, let's have the quarter scoring. OP scored 25 points in the first, 22 in the second, and 20 in the third for a total of 67. For PLDT, we have 19 in the first, 22 in the second, 22 in the third for a total of 63. That's how close this game is right from the start. And we expect nothing less of a climactic finish. Speaking of anticlimactic, how about that drive by Cartel? Huh? Really defying the defenders. You know, speaking of climactic, the New York Knicks in the NBA already had a 3-1 lead. And the bad news for the Celtics, there's an injury by Jason Tatum. They said it is an ankle injury, but of course we don't want to have him got this torn Achilles because it will take a year or a year and a half before he recover. Cartel on the free throw lines, averaging 7.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, 2 assists. He's already got still 5 points. As OP still leading by 4. PLDT is hanging on the coattails. Hit the low post play by Duran. Duran will challenge the Vega. On the left wing is Santos. Santos will hit the triple at the end of the third. Estomata, rather it's Estomata. That time the corner flip will not bite, and it will be a foul against Duran. Our KOTC production is in full force, of course. Overall in charge of production is Lian Legisma. Of course, technical manager is Nico Felissimo. Overall cameraman, of course, our FIBA official here is Omeng Omampo. Of course, when you announce Diego de la Paz. And my name is Ryan Pajaro. Coming to you live from Meralco Gym. Here's Enteng Dalaten, back in harness, 5 on the shot clock. Enteng Dalaten, corner, 3-pointer for Secretary Sandy Ogola. That is your second triple for Secretary Sunny. Inside play, didn't bite for the red shirts. Enteng Dalaten, trying to weave his magic. Carter from the base, triple team clap on him. And it is an offensive foul on De Vega.
Offensive foul on Bagong Pilipinas, number 17, Kenneth De
Vega now has 4 personals, so he needs to be careful. Ray Malaga will check in. De Vega might bring him back for about 4-minute mark of this final quarter to have the inside presence spell. Alright, Ake, left wing. Ooh, almost a buzz play. Great interception there by Ray Malaga. Back dribble there by Enteng Dalate. The Okika Ferico guy. Enteng serving the floor. Here's Kasim Mirza on the left wing. Mirza, step back, 3 feet goes. It doesn't. And the rebound controlled by the red shirts. But it was stripped away once again. Ray Malaga. Enteng on the left wing. It's good. That's what you call the counter-attack of OP. PLDT goals for time. As we're back here at the Miracle Gym, of course, we'd like to acknowledge the sponsors of your Makabansa Basketball League Season 3, Metro Pacific Investments Corporation, San Miguel Global Power, First Philip Corporation, Meralco Generation, Pacific Power, Aboitiz Power Corporation, Landco Pacific, Quezon Power Philippines, and Smart Communications Incorporated. Ake fails from 3-point range. Malago with a pitch. Secretary Sonny Angala with a catch. Secretary Sonny Angala already in double figures with 10. He's averaging 9.3 points per game. And a 3-point play opportunity by Duran. I'm sorry, it's not Duran, it's Hurdy. John Duran Hurdy.
Opening Bagong Pilipinas, number 14, Yasin Mirza. That's his third. Team foul number 2. Bonus free throw for John Hurdy.
Only the third foul on Mirza. Coach Bong Rabena thought that it was his fourth, but actually it's just his third. 3-point play for Hurdy. Hurdy's averaging close to 8 points and 4.7 rebounds. Coach Chapolin want to clarify why is it it's only 3 fouls for Mirza. Mirza puts it up. It's in. 76-66. It is a 10-point lead, and Coach Jeff Mourinho confirmed that it's just the third personal foul. Early in the first half, he only has 2, and one on inside. Heady play for Martin Reyes, who having a breakout game tonight. 17 points for Martin Reyes. The lead is 8 for the OP, Office of the President, Bagong Pilipinas. Ray Malaga, top of the key area. The lob pass inside to Mirza. Mirza on the tight line. Mirza, ooh, power play. Breakout game tonight for Mirza, 28 points. Looking for another 13-point output in this crucial encounter. Fontolaso to the basket, pays off. Martin Reyes now has a total of 19, I'm not mistaken, or 17. Boy, what a game. It's 8-point lead. Marquee matchup. OP setting up. Here's Enteng Dalaten, left wing. Shaka Katua, crossover by Enteng. Pick provided by Mirza. Enteng will challenge by 2 defenders. Kick out pass to Mirza. Mirza 4 seconds. Enteng 3-pointer. It's good!
1, 2, 3.
There you go, Diego. That's what I'm missing. 15 points for Enteng Dalaten. The reverse layup, Mala Julio serving. Ake with a basket. OP needs a timeout. Continuing with this marquee matchup here at the Miracle Gym. Makabansa Basketball League Season 3. We're going to have a wild lineup in eliminations. We still have 2 or 3 playing days before we end the eliminations next week. It will end on May 25 or 26 probably, Tuesday. Here comes San Luis. 81-72. In the fourth period, 5-point lead. Can they make it 8? They do! What a 3-point shot by On. That's a big. Back to our 8-point cushion. Ida Boko double team for the PLDT team. Here comes a 3-pointer by Ake. And Enteng Dalaten wisely let the ball go out of bounds.
Digital's number 31, Miguel Gutierrez.
This is just a 12-point lead. We still have an eternity of basketball ahead of us. We're now halfway point of the final quarter, 5 minutes. San Luis, left wing. Here's Espinosa, top of the key. Espinosa looking for a cutter. Banging bodies there with two defenders, but that time it is a charge on Espinosa. Good call by the referee.
Offensive foul, Bagong Pilipinas, number 6, just Espinosa Jr. That's his third, team foul number 3.
All right, Coach Alan Gregorio is about ready for the MPTC Express. They will be in light colored uniform. They will sit beside our broadcast. In the meantime, there is a foul inside the play. Espinosa, back-to-back fouls.
Bagong Pilipinas, number 6, just Espinosa Jr. That's his fourth, team foul number 4.
All right, Justad Espinosa on the verge of fouling out. He has 4 fouls. Here's the inbound lap pass. That's too high for Gutierrez to catch. Turnover again. That has been the problem of PLDT for the past games that they are escape with a win. They always have turnovers in the fourth quarter. Alan Sasso and OP comfortably ahead by 12, but don't count out the PLDT at Espinosa launches. That's air ball on his 3-point attempt. De Vega will check in the next table. Both Espinosa and De Vega has 4 fouls. Keep in mind, both teams had 2 more timeouts left. Boyko, it is. Whoa! Look at that, boy! It is a playoff basketball, huh? And they need to be separated, and the players need to go to the bench. And our security will need to check in.
All players, please proceed to the shooting lanes in front of your respective benches. And all players are asked to observe proper decorum.
So the red colored uniforms, so PLDT needs to be going to the other court. And OP needs to be to the white shirts as Chen apologizes to the coaching staff of OP. Well, that is what the playoff basketball is all about. You know what I'm feeling? It's like they're like facing in the semifinals. It's like a playoff battle. How about that? Coach Bong Robina wasted no time getting his troops. As our referees will call this official, and let's listen in to venue announcer Diego de la Paz. What will be the call? San Luis with the third personal, and Chen will report. Alright, we have 2 free throws for PLDT. The technicals will be cancelled out. That means 2 free throws will be awarded for Martin Reyes as a result of penalty situation for OP. Remember, PLDT only has 2 team fouls, so that altercation results to a double technical between the culprits, San Luis and Chen. Alright, a free throw missed by Reyes, and he misses both, although he has 19 points and 3 rebounds tonight. Could have been a 20-point, but they are trailing by 12 markers. 84-72, approaching the 4-minute mark of the final quarter. So far, OP is looking good. They just need to maintain this type of lead or maybe increase, or PLDT can mount a full-scale uprising. Shot clock at 5, almost a turnover. It is a turnover. Chan, Reyes not looking. Reyes with a pass to his teammate. It is a basket by De Lovino. The lead is chopped down to 10, 84-74. 3:35 to play in the final quarter. Mirza accepts that pass, almost a turnover. Ong on the wings, right wing that is. Shot clock at 8. Ong puts it up from 3-point distance. It's out. Rebound controlled by Boyko. San Luis will be his fourth personal. It will be 2 free throws for Boyko. Enteng Dalatin will check back in, replacing on. This is now the finishing touches. We don't see De Vega here, but it's not needed yet because the lead is not yet trimmed to a single digit. But you expect that Boyko, if he made at least 1 or 2 free throws, then OP might dispatch De Vega for the finishing kick of OP. Both teams, like what I said, they have 2 timers. That's why it's confirmed by our FIBA stat. Oming Omampo. Boyko fails. Rebound. Oh, look at that. De Lovino can cap down the lead to 7. It is counted. And look at this. I can see it coming. De Vega's now back in harness. They're gonna confirm the foul. And I think the foul is on what? The referees will double check. Ooh, it is an unspo. It is an unsportsmanlike one. And that's it for San Luis. He fouls out of the game. Remember, San Luis has a technical, and that means after he fouls out, he needs to leave the court with a game disqualification. Just to let you know, in FIBA rules, if you have a technical foul and if you have an unsportsmanlike foul at the same infraction, despite the fact that you're gonna have 5 fouls, you need to be escorted out of the playing court. It is a game disqualification. You know, Chen scored a 3-point play. It is counted. That's just 1 free throw, and then it will be ball possession. It is counted. It is counted. It's just 1 free throw and then possession for PLDT. Now the referees are confirmed with the table officials. Remember, Chen scored the basket. That is counted. It is unsportsmanlike foul. So according to the rules for unsportsmanlike foul, if it is an N1 play due to unsportsmanlike, you only have 1 free throw, and then PLDT will get possession. That's a FIBA rule. It's just 1 free throw, and then it will be possession for PLDT. So our referees are discussing with our technical head, Ari Santos. Ganun po yan mga kaibigan, mga kay Miguel, ha? Pag ang isang player nakascore ng 3-point play, pero instead na regular foul, unspo foul, anong ibig sabihin? Mayroong siyang bonus free throw na isa. Pero ang possession babalik sa PLDT pa rin. So meron silang fresh 14-second shot clock. Ayun ang sinabi ni Harit Santos sa ating mga repe. Isang free throw lang yan, pero ang possession PLDT pa rin. So, ang score na 84-78, 6 na lang yan from a high of 12. But PLDT will get possession because of the 3-point play opportunity due to the unspo. Now, they are now discussing this right now with our FIBA table official, Oming Umampo. Because here's the thing. We don't want to have an unclear path or unclear confrontation or unclear discussion about this. It needs to be loud and clear or crystal clear to the coaching staff, to the players. Remember po sa FIBA rules, pag ang isang player nagkaroon ng 3-point play, free throw, isa lang, possession pa rin nila. Ngayon, ang nangyari po kay San Luis, nagkaroon siya ng technical foul for unsportsmanlike behavior, nagkaroon din siya ng ANSPO. 5 foul siya, pero kailangan niyang i-escort out of the playing court. Bakit? Kasi meron siyang ANSPO, meron din siyang technical. So if that's the case, San Luis will not gonna be sit on the bench because of the 5 fouls, but also he needs to be escorted as a game disqualification. So yun po ha, malinaw po yan mga ka-MBL. Kaya po nililinaw po yan on both the coaching staffs, the players and the officials para seamless po ang magiging 3 minutes and 17, and that's how tense this first game is. You know, this particular matchup of this OP and PB and PLDT might be a preview to the finals or might be a preview to the semifinals. No matter what it is a must-see basketball for the Makabansa Basketball League Season 3. And they're still discussing this one to make sure na wala po tayong magiging aberya. Oh! Ayun! Nullified daw. Yan ha, nullified ang free throw. So that's a big development. It is free throws nullified. They overturned that rule. Yung dinidiscuss natin, mawawala ka bulan. So I need to discuss this with Omen kung ano nangyari. Pero the referees had decided that the last free throw is nullified. And the possession is for OP. Wow, what a big turn of events. Now, over OP, they are leading by 7. The official score is 84-77. 3 minutes remaining. The Vega against Boyko. He just checked in. Entering the Latin. There's a double team. There's going to be a traveling violation for Enteng. You know, you can see in the face of Chen. Chen is kind of confused. Pareho kami ng observation. Pero anyway, lilinawin din natin. Pero itong official ruling ng mga refs na hindi counted yung huling tira ni Chen from the ANSPO. But Chen will make bawi. Not that time. He missed. And here comes Enteng the Latin. Can we be smiling in the fast break? No, he will fire 3-point shot! That is a 3-pointer. In Spanish, 3 puntos. 87-77. Inside to Boyko. Now we are approaching the twilight zone. Alam niyo po si Diego de la Paz, if he's going to commentate, it's like the midnight hour. So, I can style that. We're approaching the last 2 minutes of this basketball game. We're listening to Diego de la Paz. How he say it? Go!
Last 2 minutes.
This last 2 minutes, it is a shot clock violation. By the way, this last 2 minutes is brought to you by Meralco. Ang liwalag ng bukas. This is just an 8-point game. Nagmamadali si Chen. Chen brings up the ball. Chen on the left wing, puts it up. Partially deflected. Good. At hinawakan ni Boyko. It's going to be a foul. So the combination of Mirza and Baladen doing the most damage for OP. And look at De Lovina. He want to try to distract the Lantern from the inbound. 87-79. All is not lost to PLDT. They need a defensive stop on this juncture. The Latin crosses the 8-second line. He will drive. The handoff to De Vega. He lost it. And Chen recovered for the red shirts of PLDT. Trailing by 8. They need a field goal right now. Chen. And a foul by De Vega. If that's De Vega, that's it for him. That's it for De Vega. 5 fouls.
Bagong Pilipinas, number 17, Kenneth De Vega, 5 fouls.
So De Vega Just a brief stint for him. Now the question is, will that be enough? It is still 83 seconds to go for PLDT to mount a comeback. Malaga back in harness. Chen needs to score these free throws, and he does. 10, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists for Jumel Chen. 87-81. The lead is just 6. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Let's see if PLDT can turn this table. Entering the Latin crosses the 8-second line again. Now he has room. Shaka down to 15. He can use the clock. The Latin. Low post play to Mirza. Mirza have a productive night of 30 points. Mirza at low post. Shaka ka 7. Mirza can't deliver. Rebound by Chen. Chen brings it down court. Chen. The handoff to Boyko. Boyko, no foul. And the ball will stay with PLDT.
17 seconds on the shot clock for PLDT Digitals.
57 seconds remaining. Shot clock at 17 ticks. Inbound by the Richards. Oh, that's Chen. Wide open. 3-point shot. Can he make it? He did it. Mirza will use the clock for OP. They might remain unsat should they hold on to the final 43 seconds. Espinosa. Here's Mirza, right wing, 8 to shoot. Mirza will try to make his move right now. There's a switch, double team. From the corner is Palasial. No, Malaga offensive rebound. Fresh 14 again for the red shirts. And that might spell the difference as Malaga with 5 seconds to shoot. 20 seconds to play. Look at the Latin holding on to the two players. Look at this. And forces. It is a foul on the Latin. And it's a penalty situation.
Holding foul on Bagong Pilipinas, number 23.
Alright, the referees are now talking to our table official, Oming Umampo, but they already decided this penalty situation. Is it? Oh, it's just an offensive foul. That's big. PLDT. They thought it will be free throws, but it's not. It's going to be offensive foul. 19 seconds remaining. They need a 3-point shot to at least chop down this lead to half. Here it comes. They need a 3. Here's the drive. It's in. There we go. 15.21 seconds. Wala commercial break, continue, and we're not gonna have any commercial break because I want to tell you this very important matter. Office of the President will have one more timeout remaining. 87-83. They have a 2-possession game. For the PLDT Digitals, they need to get a defensive stop. They need to get a steal. Otherwise, they need to foul the least free throw shooter from the 5 on the floor. Well, I can say that the Espinosa is the one who is not a good shooter, not unless the OP will change the lineup. They get an inbound to the backcourt so that there will be no more shot clock because it is now 15.21 seconds. 87-83. Expect a foul, but they're gonna trap on the backcourt. 2-possession game. Here's the inbound by Mirza. Mirza looking. Mirza still looking. Oh, what a pass. Palasiao is open. And that will be the final day of the coven. The look-away pass for Mirza. PLDT will call time. And of course for PLDT, this will be a desperate measure, a 6-point lead. Should they miss a shot, well, we can safely say that Office of the President will remain unbeaten. One of the only few teams who will be unbeaten. It will be him and I think DNRs o sila ng dalawa, no? We will always update your team standings every now and then. But what's important for Office of the President, they passed or they might pass this acid test. A defending champion. They are almost snaring the defending champions here with an 89 to 83 lead with 6-point advantage with 13.1 seconds. Both teams had one more timeout to call. Now let's see if Reyes and for PLDT can execute a play, probably a 3-point shot. This will be a last-ditch stand for the Digitals. Here comes the inbound. A tap. Aranzazo touch it last. Aranzazo touch it last. Reyes will inbound again. 12.3 seconds. Looking. Here comes Rodriguez from the corner. They're looking for it, and they stole the ball. The Latin will across, and the Latin will just waste away the time, and that is it. Office of the President wins it in a convincing fashion, 89 to 83. And our best player of the game is none other than Kazim Mirza with a towering performance of 30 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. Coming up next on our second game, it's going to be the MPTC Express versus the ASEAN Digitals. Don't miss it. You're watching the Makabansa Basketball League Season 3.
Up next in Group B is the Metro Pacific